Welcome dear students, I am Mr. Abhijit. In this practical session, we are going to see the identification of functional groups. Organic compounds are having different functional groups. They are identified with the help of some chemical tests or reactions that we are going to see in this practical session. So the aim of this practical is to determine the functional group of organic compound. So organic samples are given for which we are going to determine which functional group is associated with that particular organic compound. The apparatus required for this practical are beaker, test tube, conical flask, pipette, etc. And some of the chemicals are required. The list is given here, in which there are some inorganic acids or bases are there which are used for the reaction. They are sodium bicarbonate, bromine water, hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide, liquid ammonia, then silver nitrate. Okay, so these are the different chemical compounds which are required to perform the reactions, and all other are the some functional group containing compounds. Also the sulfuric acid is used as a inorganic solvent. Now for this practical we need some prerequisites. We should know some of the basic concepts. We are going to see in this, that is the definition of functional group, what is homologous series, then examples of some functional group and nature of functional groups. So let us see one by one. So what is this functional group? It is nothing but the atom or group of atom that decides the reactivity and particular characteristics of molecules. The functional group is given by some example, like suppose alcohol, which is having this OH as a common group, that is called as a functional group. Then what is homologous series? It is a series of organic compound which is having some homologue, that is called as repeating unit. Now this homologue is attached with a particular functional group. The functional group may be, suppose, which can be characterized by this homologous series. So the definition is here, that the homologous series is the series in which each next member of the series is differ by CH2 group. Okay, if we consider the example like methyl alcohol and ethyl alcohol, so what is the difference between these two compounds? Both are the alcohols, but the difference is of only CH2 group. Means first methyl alcohol, then the second member is ethyl alcohol. The difference in these two compounds is of only CH2 group. So in this way you can increase the number of CH2 group and you can write the next member of the particular series. This is called as homologous series. It is also possible to write the homologous series for different functional groups like amines, carboxylic acids, ketones, aldehydes, or some of the halogen compounds. These are the some examples of functional groups, in which if you see here the broad list like carboxylic acids, esters, anhydrides, so amides, aldehydes. Similarly the ketones, alcohols, amines, ethers, okay, then alkenes, alkynes, alkyl halides, nitro compounds, alkanes are there. So these are the some functional groups which when attached to the carbon chain they have the particular characteristics. Now we'll see what is the nature of functional group. So there are four types of functional groups. First one, that is acids. Second one, that is bases. Third, neutral. And fourth, phenols. We'll see this one by one. What are the organic acids? The organic acids are the compounds which donate protons. Protons, H plus ions. So they are weaker acid as compared to mineral acids. Mineral acids means inorganic acids like HCl, H2SO4 or HNO3. These are the mineral acids. So what is the example for organic acids? That is carboxylic acids like formic acid, then acetic acid. These are the examples of carboxylic acids. Then the next type of functional group, that is bases. Organic bases are the compounds which accept protons. So they are also called as proton acceptor. So these compounds are the weak in nature, like they are weaker bases as compared to mineral bases. So what are the mineral bases or inorganic bases, like NaOH or KOH, sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide? The example of organic bases is amines. So amines, these are the compounds which contain the functional group, that is NH2. If this NH2 group is attached with the alkyl group or it is attached with the aryl group, they are the bases. They are considered as organic bases because the nitrogen atom contains lone pair of electron which accepts the proton. That's why they are called as proton acceptor. The next functional group, that is neutral. The compounds which do not show any reactivity towards acids or bases. Generally they do not show reactivity towards acids or bases, or you can say they do not give protons or they do not accept protons. They are the neutral compounds. Almost all the organic compounds are neutral in nature except the carboxylic acids, phenols and bases like amines. So the examples of these neutral functional group: hydrocarbons like alkanes, alkenes, alkynes; alcohol functional group, ketones, aldehydes, ester, ethers, etc. These are the neutral functional groups. And at the last, phenols. Phenols are the compounds which are having slightly acidic nature because the OH group which is attached to the benzene ring is acidic in nature. That's why they are slightly acidic. They are also known as weak acids having phenolic order. The example, phenols and their derivatives. Like suppose I have this phenol structure and to which I am joining any other functional group, like suppose here chlorine, or suppose I am adding here this CH3 group. So these are the derivatives of this phenol. Now we'll see the broad classification of unknown compounds, and in which I am adding the water molecule. It may get soluble or insoluble. There may be a possibility of solubility or insolubility. According to this classification chart or tree diagram is given here. Now we'll see the procedure for detection of functional groups for carboxylic acids. If I take a sample of organic compound and in that I am adding the 5% aqueous sodium bicarbonate solution. If sample is soluble and liberates effervescence of carbon dioxide, then carboxylic acid is present. After addition of HCl, the precipitate is obtained. Means this step is called as regeneration of acid. The reaction is given like this. This functional group, that is RCOH, carboxylic acid, this reacts with sodium bicarbonate. There is a formation of sodium salt of carboxylic acid and carbon dioxide. Whatever these effervescences are there, these effervescences of carbon dioxide are because of this CO2. Then in the next step, suppose if I add HCl solution in this salt, so it regenerates acid again. So this is the reaction. For phenols, in a sample of organic compound, if I add 5% aqueous sodium hydroxide solution, if sample is soluble and will get a clear solution, then phenol is present. After addition of HCl, the precipitate is obtained. It means this step is a regeneration of phenol. The reaction is given like this AROH, means it is a phenol functional group, in which if we add sodium hydroxide solution, it forms phenoxide ion, that is sodium phenoxide. this sodium phenoxide. In the next step, if we treat with HCl solution, there is a regeneration of phenol again. So this is the reaction. Now we'll see the reaction for base. So bases can be identified with the help of hydrochloric acid, that is dilute HCl. In a sample of organic compound, you have to add dilute HCl solution. If the sample is soluble, to obtain clear solution, then base is present because there is a formation of salt, and after addition of dilute NaOH, the precipitate is obtained. So this is again the regeneration step. So the reaction is given like this. Amines, as we know the amines are bases. If we react these amines with HCl solution, it forms salt of ammonium chloride. So this is the salt of ammonium chloride. So this salt, when react with sodium hydroxide solution, it regenerates amine again. So this is the reaction. And for neutral, if sample of organic compound does not show any of the above reaction that we have seen for acid, base and phenol, then it is considered as a neutral organic compound. So the neutral organic compound involves many functional groups. There is specific reaction for neutral functional group identification. We have to try for the different functional groups that we are going to see now. Suppose the test for aldehyde, that is also called as Tollens test, in which we are adding Tollens reagent. So let us see this one by one. In a clean test tube, you have to take 1 ml silver nitrate solution. To that, add dilute NaOH solution. The brown precipitate will obtain. This brown precipitate is called as Tollens reagent. To the given organic compound, you have to add Tollens reagent and place the test tube in warm water for 5 to 10 minutes. If presence of silver mirror on the sides of the test tube, then the aldehyde is present. This is also called as silver mirror test. So this is the test for identification of aldehyde functional group, that is Tollens test. Now we'll see the test for ketones. If the ketone is water soluble, then the test is different, and if it is insoluble, for that we are going to see the different test. So for water soluble ketone, you have to dissolve the given ketone compound in water and add 2 ml of dilute sodium hydroxide, and then slowly you have to add 3 ml of iodine solution. You have to shake the test tube vigorously. Then the brown color of reagent disappears and the yellow iodoform solid precipitate from the solution. So the test for water insoluble ketones. You have to dissolve a substance in water and add 1,2-dimethoxyethane. Proceed as above, and at the end dilute it with 10 ml water solution, and at the end dilute it with 10 ml water. In this way, the functional group of ketones will be identified. So the result for the practical: thus functional groups of carboxylic acids, phenols, bases and neutral like aldehyde, ketones and alcohols were detected. So in this way we can find out the functional group of organic compound. Thank you.